A very warm welcome back, everybody. Late night action here on Sunday night on Ultimate Pool TV. The waiting is over. It is time for the Women's Series final here at the mini-series in Daventry. And it's a big one. Harriet Haynes, the #1 player, has been flying this weekend, but so has the two times world champion Kirsty-Lee Davies, showing signs of some of her very best form indeed. And this is our final. It's a race to 6 frames out there, 40 minutes on the match clock, and the title is on the line. And it's the #1 player, Harriet Haynes, who got the title last time we were here in Daventry, that has the first opportunity as I welcome Danielle Randall into the commentary box. Danielle, I know you wish you were out there for this one, but it is a good final for us to enjoy at least.
Yeah, definitely, Simon. I'm really looking forward to this. These are two great attacking players and it should be a great final. These reds are laid out quite nicely for Harriet.
Yeah, this would be a very good way to set the tone and start this match with a good clearance. So finishing touches required. I also should mention, when we left you earlier on, Holy Bailed come back from 4-0 down to 4-4 in the seniors semi-final. I can tell you he completed victory. So he's come from 4-1 down in the quarterfinals to win, and 4-0 down in the semi-finals to win. He is now in the final, taking on Lee Irwin. That's coming up straight after this match. As I was saying that, Harriet has marched through the final couple of balls. Simple 8 ball then to get off to a flying start. And she is 1-0 to the good. What a start.
Yeah, I expect nothing less from Harriet, to be honest. They were all there. And yeah, she does what she does best and takes them out with ease.
She is the #1 player, but you get the sense that her game's just going from strength to strength. Talked about it quite a bit this weekend. Feel like first season in the pro ranks has really helped elevate her game, as well as obviously the dedication and hard work she puts in on the practice table. But having a brilliant year. She was the #1 last year. She's in the #1 again this year, and in position to retain, if you like, looking at that way. But obviously yourself and Amy still have a chance to get in and get in the mix on that front.
Yeah, Harriet deserves everything she gets out of the game. She puts in the hard work. And it's no surprise that she's getting the results that she's getting. I believe she practices every night as well. I don't think there's been a night that I haven't seen her playing on TikTok Live. So yeah, she absolutely deserves everything she gets.
Yeah, and I think she's really added some control and calm to her game as well. She's always been an ultra-attacking player, but I think she's adding some patience and some match play to her game, which is really helping her. Well, there's just a slight tech error. Of course there is. It's fun and games on a Sunday night here, and we're just going to wait for that to be resolved. And Kirsty-Lee Davies had to wait quite a while here to get going, and now a slight delay for her as well. But I think she's having a fantastic weekend. Said when we saw her a year or so ago that you feel like she's really working hard to try and get back to her best, the best that took her to 2 world titles. But really showed it this weekend. The level of play so far has been absolutely exceptional.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before Kirsty starts winning titles here with Ultimate Pool. We all know she has the talent and the capability to do it. From when I was speaking to her previously, she always mentions about she doesn't really have anywhere local to her to practice, so it's hard for her to put the time into the game. But yeah, hopefully she'll get something sorted soon, and we'll see her up back to her best.
Oh, could have done with that yellow staying over the bottom right-hand corner pocket for Harriet, but a successful break. Nothing on for her. Yeah, Kirsty's up to 7th in the rankings this year. Semi-final earlier on this year in the women's series, quarter-final as well. Been there or thereabouts, but not quite been able to break through to the final until now. Of course, this is non-ranked. Worth pointing that out. More of an open event at the mini-series.
Harry just here with a containing shot, just letting Kirsty into the table.
Kirsty having to be patient here, probably not what she really wants. She'd love to have something just to go at and get queuing.
Yeah, these yellows all go now.
Extension called.
Well, an extra 15 called for here, just so Harriet can work it out. Oh, cue ball getting away from Harriet here. That's not where she wanted to be.
She probably just wanted to hit that cannon there. If she wants to be aggressive, she does have that cut for the yellow into the bottom right pocket, but I don't think she'll be taking it on.
And that has not gone to plan. A little bit fortunate the yellow's gone and made a mess of one of the reds. So there is actually quite a bit of work here for Kirsty, but an opportunity with cue ball in hand to at least get the cue on going.
Yeah, these reds are still quite tricky. Obviously I have the problem red on the left hand side of the table. Red tied up with the yellow. Kirsty is quite an attacking player though, it wouldn't surprise me if she does go for these.
Well, big shot taking this up the table because she's not going to have any cover with the cue ball, you feel. Certainly isn't. That is full-blooded. And I think this yellow below the red goes, bottom right, so actually everything on. That was a risky choice of shot from Kirsty.
She's just missed that pot. She's now opened all the reds up for Kirsty.
Yeah, this is Kirsty's chance to win the frame then. The way she's been playing today, there shouldn't be any mistakes if she continues in that form. And this is a nice way just to get going in the match. Obviously nothing she could do with the opening frame, but nice chance to get queuing here.
Yeah, her cue ball control has been really good today from what I've seen.
Yeah, no mistakes at all. Cue through them all very nicely indeed. Kirsty-Lee is on the board. One frame all. Race to 6 here in the final. So one step longer than it was in the semis. And now clear that both players are up and running and queuing. Now they've got that first frame on the board. Kirsty really looking to try and get success with ultimate pool for the first time, but she's had plenty of success in her career. Twice a world champion in 2 different codes of the game as well. One in black ball, one in world rules. Now she's here trying to win a major title international rules. Really is a phenomenal player and starting to head back to her best. Cue ball straight in. Another chance for Harriet off the Kirsty-Lee Davies break.
I'd probably be taking yellows on this table. The reds on the right hand side of the table is quite tricky. The only problem with that is the 2 yellows on the bottom left hand side of the table. I'm not sure if they go. She might have to play a cannon.
I think the left hand one does if you get the right angle on it. It looks tight though.
Probably right, Simon.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah, she's eyeing it up now.
Yeah, that's why I'm sat here. It's a nice little cannon. Simple screw box shot for the black.
Yeah, all making it look really easy. It was a nice layout for her, but connecting them all together very nicely indeed. And another simple 8-ball, and just like that, she's back in front, 2 frames to 1. And I think we're going to see plenty of that. The balls open up the way they are here, in a way they continue to play the way they've been playing. I think we're going to see plenty of that from Harriet and Kirsty-Lee.
Yeah, these 2 players are really good disher players. And yeah, it doesn't surprise me that standard's been how it's been. Yeah,
fairly comfortable progress through the knockout stages for Harriet. She won her 3 group games comfortably enough, but 4-2 over Kirsty Shepherd, 4-2 over Lucy Smith, 5-0 over Sarah Waite. We did see that match, and that was very quick fire the way she played, and 5-2 over Chloe Payne in the semi-finals from 2-0 behind as well. Good run for Chloe, but comes up short in the semi-finals. That's how Harriet has made it through. Fairly comfortable progress all the way through.
Leading 2 frames to 1.
Not really pushed too hard in the group stages either. 4-2 over Amy Beecham, 5-3 over Holly Cannon, 5-0 over Helen Rivaille.
What a break that is as well. Balls have just landed a little bit awkward, so don't imagine she will be going for these first go. Fancy the loss of turn shot here, which I think is what she's playing.
Yeah, trying to hide the white on the right hand side of the table, and
it's a good shot.
Done a decent job of that. There may be well, there's definitely a yellow showing at the bottom.
I think she's just got cover. It's hard to tell from this angle. Oh, I think you're right. Yep, she's on it. That's a great pot. Not really many problem balls here. She could just drop the one down on the rail.
You get the sense if she wants to continue, may have to just cue this in one down the cushion. The Good news is there'll be a yellow waiting if she can make the pot.
It's just stayed up.
I thought she'd made it when she hit it. Just refuses to fall.
I'm not sure if those two reds at the top corner plant easy. They do go, but she might opt to play a cannon.
Yeah, just trying to hide the white in the same area, but not got the cover. Yellow to the centre is on. Chance for Kirsty-Lee to tie the scores up.
Oh, swept his feet with that one. If she's on the yellow, the middle of the three yellows, it'd probably be good if she can play a plant. If not, she might have to come off the side rail for this yellow over the pocket. Try and come back out for the others. Yeah, she's on the plant, shouldn't be a problem.
Key shot here though.
Yeah, the yellow only goes into the bottom left corner now. Just have to make sure you avoid the red on the right hand side of the table. Just screwed around it.
Need to bounce. Yeah.
Yeah.
On it.
Looks good.
Would have been great to be a foot further down the table. I think you just drop it in and the 8 ball will be waiting. Now the cue ball's going towards the sort of bottom right corner area of the table. So how does she choose to play this? Just try and hold it? No, go on and off. Excellent bit of cueing.
It's great. Fortune favours the brave.
Yeah, brilliant finish from Kirsty-Lee, and you just see there, I know it's only a little snippet, a few balls there, but some real positivity in the cueing, sort of highlighted how she played in the semi-finals against yourself, Danielle. Just felt like she was getting through the ball brilliantly and just felt like she was never going to miss.
I think it's easy when your opponent's not playing very well, though, to gain that confidence.
Being a little bit too hard on yourself. A couple of mistakes, but you can't be too hard.
Oh.
Been a good run for Kirsty-Lee, though. Her first final with Ultimate Pool. Good start in the group stages, not really pushed at all. Louise Wright, Sally Marola and Danny Gatto all dispatched fairly comfortably, 5-1, 5-1, 5-2. Pushed a bit more today, though. 4-2 victory over Joanne Taylor first thing this morning. 4-3 victory over Becky Watkins. I think she was 3-0 up in that match and pegged back to 3-all, so great composure to get the win in the end. 5-3 over Lindsay Roberts, and then obviously the semi-final that we saw against yourself, Danielle, which was one-sided on the scoreline.
Absolutely. It's a nice break. This is dry.
We have seen her a few times now, over the course of the last year or so, and you just got the sense that the game was coming around. But I don't think, and I thought this when we saw her a couple of days ago, I've seen her look as confident as this for a long time. I just feel like Kirsty-Lee's really just cueing well, and I think she knows that she's playing well, cueing well as well, and that she's going to be dangerous with the chances she's getting. Certainly as confident as I've seen her look for a long, long time.
Yeah, definitely. It was only a matter of time before Kirsty started playing like this, to be honest. She has a nice angle here to cannon into the yellow to land on the other awkward red beside it. She does quite comfortably. I'm not sure if the yellow tied up, the red tied up the black goes into the bottom right pocket. If it doesn't, she might have to play to the left middle.
I think she'd like to have got rid of the one left centre first. And she could have just played this and tracked for the one left centre, one above the 8-ball. Because if that red doesn't pass the 8-ball to the bottom right, this is now a difficult shot. Oh, it does. It squeezes in, so it was always fine going this way around.
Deceiving camera angles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very surprising miss. Didn't see that one coming.
She might have just been concentrating a little bit on holding the white for the block there.
Not sure she can quite believe that she's missed that.
I think her face tells it all.
Yeah. I can't believe it either, Harriet.
Kirsty offs for the safety.
Yeah, and a very good one. Now this is the missed pot. And I guess she's just trying to keep it as far away from the yellow as possible because it wasn't the full pocket, but she had the centre of the pocket, just didn't have the right-hand side jaw as she was looking. I wondered whether she had to try to pick the pocket to get on the 8-ball better, but not the case at all when you see the replay. What does Kirsty do?
I don't think she has.
I quite like just playing another safety, another snooker at the top of the table and asking the question of whether she can get out of this snooker.
Yeah.
Because, especially if you can do it off this ball, well, snooker at the bottom, but it's the same deal because you're developing a yellow. And Harriet has to make a genuine attempt to hit this red, and she might do the job for Kirsty here and actually flick the yellow and pot the red in doing so, in which case it would be a foul. So I don't think there was any reason to risk kind of trying to find a combination shot, put one in the middle and cannon into the area or anything, because you've got Harriet in real trouble.
She found the gap. Oh, it was a great effort.
It's a great outcome for Harriet as well. Because he's opened up the gap. It's as good as Harriet could have hoped for without obviously potting it.
If she could play one of the top yellows off the two that are stuck and play the loss of turn while snookering on the black, that would be an ideal shot, but I don't think there's any quite on. She's just letting her have another go.
Yeah, she's gone a little bit too far with the cue ball for me. That needed to be middle of that bottom cushion because she's left the natural one cushion. And I'll be quite surprised if Harriet doesn't go very close to making this. The question is whether the cue ball will come out to get on the 8-ball.
Yeah, I think naturally she's running into the yellow.
Oh, she's played that very slowly. And it's thrown a lot wider on the pace she played it at than she was expecting.
Could she play the skill shot?
I'd play the loss of turn here. You can weld right behind the other yellow.
Yeah.
See how she plays it. She could play the skill shot.
It wouldn't surprise me if it did, but...
Because she's guaranteed to snooker. If she just drops the yellow onto the red and leaves the cue ball where the yellow is, she's got the full ball snooker on the 8-ball. It looks like she's taking it on. This is a big shot. Excellent.
Shot.
Not really the cannon she wanted, but it's also not too much of a problem.
Yeah, all the balls still have a pocket, so it's not a major problem. Really look forward to the seniors final as well because it's my practice partner Lee that's in the final.
Yeah, Oli Bale in the final against Lee. Really good run for Lee through to the final.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turned the semi-final around against Neil Davies in very impressive style.
It's good for him to have the knowledge of the shot clock as well and be able to manage it quite well, which is good to see.
Yeah, he ran the clock down well at the end. Guarantee the victory. Not sure if she can screw past the yellow or not. Or whether just to take this and take the other yellow to bottom right-hand corner. Yeah. Very confident with her potting on it. This shouldn't really be an issue. You see a lot of players, though, try and get better on that yellow into the right centre and end up making it worse. Kirsty was never going to miss that one right behind it. And Kirsty-Lee is in front for the first time. Pressure on the number one. First big mistake from Harriet as well, really. Both these players will be in action next weekend on your screens here with Ultimate Pool TV. Last woman standing. All gets underway next Saturday morning at 11 AM. 32 players. If you've seen the last man standing, then you will have thoroughly enjoyed it. A game show style event from Ultimate Pool. It's going to be an awful lot of fun watching everybody battle it out to see who will be the champion. Of course, you'll be there as well as these two.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be really good fun, isn't it? Great format as well. I mean, all the trash talking has all started in the WhatsApp group chat, and I think the girls are just really going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
As we do
are
all
you
the
chopping and
birds.
changing your mind on what you might do in terms of calling players out, who you might go for?
Yeah, I was sitting with Emma in the foyer a few minutes ago, and she was asking me what I'm thinking of doing, and I was like, I'm going to call out an assassin. She's like, you're not calling me out. I was like, well, you never know.
But now that you got the win over her today, maybe it's like, well, you know.
I think I have easier matches than Emma, probably.
I'm
None
sure,
of them are easy, let me put it out there,
yeah.
but
I'm sure there's
but yeah.
easier matches than Emma out there. That's no doubt about that. But yeah,
I mean, we're obviously on the same international team as well, playing for Northern Ireland, so I don't think if I call one of my teammates out, she'd be happy.
Red balls in play.
This
Yeah.
break is split quite nicely for Kirsty.
yeah, this is an opportunity to separate.
Yeah, it's great to see a lot of different girls playing that have qualified from different places, and the girls coming over from Ireland, and yeah, it's I really look forward to it now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it myself. I'm surprised here that Kirsty-Lee's going away from the red down the table. The reason I say that, she was on the red above the top of the triangle area nicely, and I know the angle was going towards the right-hand side, but you feel that there's a gap there. If she could have found the gap between the yellow and the 8-ball, got on the one at the bottom and then gone up the table, it would have been far easier to make the overall clearance. She's now going to need to play a good shot to come down the table, and assuming the one right at the bottom becomes last ball, then a very good positional shot onto the 8-ball. So this is far from a guarantee.
There's not much room around the red over the left top pocket as well, so she's going to have to pot that and land nicely on these two reds. If she can possibly cheat the pocket, come round the yellow and play that red in the middle of the table to the right centre. Oh, okay, never mind. So if she leaves it around where that middle red is now, she could play the natural angle shot to cut the bottom red in and land on the black to the bottom pocket.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted the cannon the way she got it. She's probably a little bit fortunate to have the angle that she has here.
Oh.
Used it all, but this still isn't. This is not the good angle to get onto the 8-ball.
And just on the wrong side.
Might be worth just screwing back underneath it. It does go top left and top right. The top left would be preferable if she can get down underneath that 8-ball. The way she cues and the way she pots, you'd fancy her to make it. Yeah, that's exactly what she's done. Except what she's got. But it still needs to be cued in.
I fancy it to get this. It's just a little bit awkward off the cushion.
In it goes. Brilliant clearance from Kirsty-Lee.
That was just drifting to the left there. She's
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt, but fantastic. Three straight frames for Kirsty-Lee now. 2-frame advantage. 2 frames away from a first Ultimate Pool title. Interesting to see how, if Kirsty can go on and complete victory here, how she feels about it. Obviously a fantastic career, 2 world titles to her name, but obviously making real efforts to get back into the winner's circle with Ultimate Pool. Of course, she can't start thinking like that right now. Has to just focus on the next frame and trying to get 1 away. Should be her to break as well, I think. At 4-2 in front. See if she can make a ball and continue the momentum that she has right now.
I'd love to give her a penny for her thoughts right now. She just looks so in her own world.
Yeah, very focused out there. We'll just update you on the result of the women's mini-series plate winner. Shona Lucas has completed victory over Megan Proctor, 5 frames to 3. Nice to see Shona get a title with Ultimate Pool. Fantastic player in her own right. Surprised to see both Megan and Shona actually not make it through to the main event. And we said Kirsty would just be looking for a nice big break to give herself another chance to keep the momentum going. Easy for me to say, and she's done just that.
It's a great break.
Yeah, fantastic break. What a chance this is.
These reds are sitting nicely.
Yeah. Just the 8 ball.
Extension call.
I think she leaves the one to the middle pocket as a last ball. Makes it a bit easier for her.
Red ball's in play.
Can she see the one top right now? She's obviously got the one left centre. You can take that one, then the one top right. Get those 2 out the way. It looks like she's going to get rid of the one on the left-hand side first. Mind you, maybe the 8 ball goes right centre, and if the 8 ball goes right centre, it's even easier. You're going to leave the one top right last ball. It might do. The way she's cueing this tells me that she's coming for the one in the middle, so I think it probably does.
Yeah, it looks tight, but looks on. I don't know if she could possibly play it off the yellow, but I don't think there's any need to. No. Easy.
Yeah, it's just brilliant, isn't it? She's been given half a mistake or a full mistake from Harriet from 1 frame behind, and she's just grabbed it, run with it, and fully punished it. And now she is 1 frame away from the title here, and still showing no reaction or emotion, just absolutely in the zone out there. And there is nothing that Harriet can do as long as Kirsty-Lee keeps on taking out the finishes. Is that 4 straight and the last 3 all from the break? That's very impressive.
It's quite interesting to see where she breaks from as well. You don't see many players breaking from the sides straight onto the front ball. I think a lot of the time you could go in off the middle. So it is a risky break, but it's obviously paying off for her well.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Both of these players, 2 big breakers. Look at that.
Well, Harriet needed a ball. She's got one. Now can she find the finish?
Ideally she wants to be on reds, but whether she has an easy start or not is the question.
Extension called.
Oh,
I was
8-ball
just
goes
gonna
in.
say.
Oh dear. What a way to win a final. Heartbreak for Harriet Haynes. And not the way that Kirsty-Lee would have wanted to win the title. But that, you have to say, is a phenomenal performance from Kirsty-Lee Davies. It really was. Well, welcome back down to the arena for the trophy presentation. The Women's Series keeps on delivering. We keep seeing the standard getting higher and higher, and it's been another brilliant tournament here. Let's hear it for both players in the final and everybody in the tournament as well. Before we hand out the trophy to Kirsty-Lee, let's get Harriet Haynes, our runner-up, for a few words. Harriet, hard lines there in the final. Another great run through to the final, though. But that was a tough final, but some performance.
Oh, superb! Didn't she play well? Fantastic performance by Kirsty. Congratulations! And through a couple dishes there, through kicks and everything. So amazing performance. She deserved to win. No complaints.
I feel like the form that you've been showing, certainly in Morocco and post Morocco, it feels like your game is getting stronger and stronger, and it was going to take a performance like that to beat you, because the level you're playing on the table is exceptionally high as well.
From my point of view, I should have won 5-0. No, because I had two chances on the break. That massive kick when it was going in, it just flung wide. So, and then I had two good chances in Kirsty's in my first breaks. So I can't really say, oh, I've been a bit unlucky, because Kirsty, that momentum in the fifth frame completely changed things, and Kirsty was phenomenal afterwards. This is fair play.
Well, congratulations on another fantastic tournament.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get Neil Thompson the trophy out, let's get a few words for Kirsty-Lee Davies. Congratulations, Kirsty. That was a fantastic performance all the way through the tournament. It's felt like it's been coming for a while. How proud and pleased are you to get this trophy on the board?
Over the moon. It's been a long time coming, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been. We've seen you sort of come into Ultimate Pool. We've seen you put on some performances, and you've been getting closer and closer and closer. Obviously, you've got a great CV. You must be so proud to be finally able to get your hands on an Ultimate Pool trophy and something to really build on with Ultimate Pool as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been practicing a little bit more the last 2 months, so it's paying off by the looks.
It certainly is as well, because it wasn't just a case of winning. You were smashing the way through the door there. The level of play there from 2-1 down, you were just absolutely exceptional. You didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, I felt really good all day, especially in the semi-final against Danny. Lucky enough, I felt the same.
Yeah, well, a brilliant performance. Before we hand out the trophy, I just want to ask you one question about that. We've got the last women's standing coming up next week. How much are you looking forward to going into that, and now you're going into that as an Ultimate Pool winner as well?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Be interesting.
It's going to be an awful lot of fun. I think it's time to get you the trophy. Let's bring Neil Thompson in, the tournament director, and hand you the trophy for your champion, Kirsty-Lee Davies. A brilliant performance as Kirsty takes down her first title here with Ultimate Pool. I'm sure there is many more on the way with performances like that.